Welcome to our honkaistarrail video guide featuring Hemiko. I am your today host Undiscovered. In this guide, we will cover everything you need to know about Himeko, the legendary Valkyrie who sacrificed herself to save the world from the Honkai. We will go over her backstory, her basic information, her skills, her lightcone, her relics, her eidolons and team comp for her. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of how to use Himeko effectively and unleash her full potential in the game. So let's get started. Himeko is a pyro character who uses a briefcase as a weapon. She encountered a train called the Astral Express as a child and now travels across the universe with it. Himeko is a curious and adventurous girl who loves to discover new things. She has a passion for mechanics and engineering, which she inherited from her father, who was a famous inventor. She always carries a briefcase with her, which contains various tools and gadgets that she can use to fix or create anything. She also uses her briefcase as a weapon, as it can transform into different modes depending on the situation. She can shoot fireballs, rockets, lasers, or even unleash a powerful explosion from her briefcase. Himeko's life changed when she stumbled upon the Astral Express, a mysterious train that was stuck in her world. The train was an ancient artifact that had the ability to travel between different dimensions and realities. Himeko managed to repair the train and activate it, which attracted the attention of an unknown existence inside it. The existence communicated with Himeko through a hologram and told her that it was the guardian of the train and that it needed her help to restore its full power and functionality. It also told her that the train had a mission to explore the infinite possibilities of the universe and to protect it from evil forces. Himeko was fascinated by the train and its guardian, and decided to join them on their journey. She became the engineer of the train and learned how to operate and maintain it. She also met other crew members who had boarded the train from different worlds and became friends with them. Together, they traveled across the universe, visiting amazing places, encountering strange creatures, and facing dangerous enemies. Himeko's adventure had just begun. Himeko's voice actor is CIA Court for English and Tanaka Rai for Japanese. Tanaka Rai also voiced Lisa in Genshin Impact and Murata Himeko in Honkai Impact 3rd. They both did a great job in portraying Himeko's personality and emotions. They made her sound lively, energetic, confident, and sometimes sarcastic. They also captured her enthusiasm for mechanics and exploration, as well as her loyalty and courage in fighting for what she believes in. Himeko is a powerful fire-type character who can deal massive damage to enemies with her skills. Her skills include Victory Rush. This skill allows Himeko to charge up her attacks by breaking the enemy's weakness. When she is fully charged, she can unleash a fiery blast that damages all enemies on the field. This skill is useful for dealing with multiple enemies at once and finishing them off quickly. Saw blade attuning. This skill lets Himeko slash a single enemy with her saw blade, dealing fire damage. This skill is good for focusing on a single target and breaking their weakness faster. Heavenly Flare. This skill enables Himeko to launch a barrage of fireballs that hit all enemies on the field, dealing fire damage. Additionally, Himeko recovers some energy for each enemy she defeats with this skill. This skill is great for clearing waves of enemies and replenishing her energy. Multentonation. This skill allows Himeko to detonate a bomb that damages a single enemy and any nearby enemies, dealing fire damage. This skill is effective for dealing with enemies that are clustered together or have high defense. Incomplete combustion. This skill enhances Himeko's technique by creating a burning zone on the field that lasts for 15 seconds. Enemies in the burning zone take more fire damage from Himeko and her allies. This skill is ideal for increasing Himeko's damage output and synergizing with other fire-type characters. Himeko is a powerful fire mage who can unleash devastating attacks on her enemies. Her lightcone path, Night on the Milky Way, enhances her fire abilities and makes her a formidable damage dealer. Here are some tips on how to use her lightcone path effectively. The lightcone effect of Night on the Milky Way is that her skill attack deals fire damage to a target enemy and any adjacent enemies. This means that you should try to position Himeko in a way that she can hit as many enemies as possible with her skill attack. You can also use her ultimate to deal massive fire damage to all enemies on a row or column, which can be useful for clearing waves of enemies or finishing off bosses. The best relics for Himeko are Firesmith of Lava Forging, which increase her fire damage and skill damage. These relics will boost her overall damage output and make her skill attack and ultimate more impactful. You should aim for more fire damage and attack as sub-stats, then speed and energy recharge boost. Fire damage and attack will increase her damage directly, while speed and energy recharge boost will help her use her skills more frequently. Her technique increases her ATK when she defeats an enemy. This means that you should try to kill enemies with Himeko as much as possible to stack up her ATK buff. You can also use other characters to weaken enemies and then finish them off with Himeko's skill attack or ultimate. Her technique also synergizes well with Firesmith of Lava Forging, which gives her more skill damage when she kills an enemy. Himeko's lightcone path, Night on the Milky Way, is a great choice for players who want to deal high fire damage and clear enemies quickly. With the right relics and strategy, Himeko can become a fearsome fire mage who can burn through any challenge. Hemiko's eidolons are unique buffs and upgrades that you can unlock when you pull more than one copy of her. Some of her eidolons are: Himeko is a powerful and versatile character who can enhance her abilities with the help of her eidolons. Eidolons are unique buffs and upgrades that you can unlock when you pull more than one copy of her. Each eidolon has a different effect and can be activated under certain conditions. Here is a brief overview of Himeko's eidolons and how they can benefit her in battle. My Childhood. This eidolon boosts Himeko's speed after she triggers Victory Rush, which is a passive effect that grants her an extra turn when she defeats an enemy. With this eidolon, Himeko can move faster and take more actions in a single round, giving her an edge over slower enemies. Convergence. This eidolon increases Himeko's damage output against enemies who are below half of their maximum health. This makes Himeko more effective at finishing off weakened foes and securing Victory Rush. It also synergizes well with her basic attack, which deals more damage to enemies with lower HP. Poised. This eidolon enhances Himeko's skill and basic attack levels, making them more powerful and unlocking new effects. For example, at level 15, her skill can deal extra damage to enemies with high def, and at level 10, her basic attack can reduce the enemy's def by 10% for 2 turns. Dedication. This eidolon rewards Himeko for breaking the enemy's weakness with her skill. When she does so, she gains an additional stack of charge, which is a buff that increases her damage by 10% per stack. With this eidolon, Himeko can build up more charge and unleash devastating attacks. Aspiration. This eidolon improves Himeko's ultimate and talent levels, making them more potent and versatile. For example, at level 15, her ultimate can deal extra damage to enemies with low SPD, and at level 15, her talent can grant her a shield equal to 20% of her max HP when she uses her ultimate. Trailblaze. This eidolon adds more hits to Himeko's ultimate, which is a powerful attack that deals damage to all enemies. With this eidolon, Himeko's ultimate hits 2 more times, targeting random enemies with each additional hit. This means that Himeko can deal more damage overall and potentially hit the same enemy multiple times with her ultimate. Himeko's eidolons are a great way to customize and optimize her performance in combat. By unlocking and activating them, you can make Himeko stronger, faster, and more versatile. Try different combinations of eidolons and see how they affect Himeko's abilities and strategies. One of the best team combinations for Himeko is Jeopard plus Welt plus Bailu plus Himeko. This team provides a high level of damage output, survivability, and synergy. Jeopard is a versatile support that can buff Himeko's physical damage, reduce enemy defense, and heal the team. Welt is a powerful DPS that can deal massive ice damage, freeze enemies, and trigger QTEs for Himeko and Bailu. Bailu is a reliable healer that can also deal fire damage, ignite enemies, and boost Himeko's elemental damage. Himeko is the main damage dealer of this team, using her burst mode to unleash devastating attacks with her greatsword. Another good team combination for Himeko is Trailblazer plus Himeko plus March 7th plus Danhang. This team focuses on enhancing Himeko's burst mode and elemental damage. Trailblazer is a support that can increase Himeko's SP gain, elemental damage, and crit rate. March 7th is a DPS that can deal lightning damage, paralyze enemies, and activate QTEs for Himeko and Danhang. Danhang is a healer that can also deal water damage, slow enemies, and increase Himeko's attack speed. Himeko is the main damage dealer of this team, using her burst mode to unleash powerful attacks with her greatsword. A third team combination for Himeko is Himeko plus Bronya plus Seal plus Natasha. This team combines physical and psychic damage to overcome enemy resistances. Bronya is a support that can debuff enemies, shield allies, and provide SP recovery. Seal is a DPS that can switch between physical and psychic damage modes, deal high burst damage, and trigger QTEs for Himeko and Natasha. Natasha is a DPS that can deal physical and psychic damage, stun enemies, and boost Himeko's crit damage. Himeko is the main damage dealer of this team, using her burst mode to unleash strong attacks with her greatsword. This is the end of the video about Hemiko guide for honkaistarrail. In this video, we have covered Hemiko's backstory, her basic information, skills, her lightcone, her relics, her eidolons and team comp for her. Hemiko is a powerful fire-type character who can deal massive damage with her lightcone and relics. She also has a unique passive skill that allows her to revive once per battle. Her eidolons are Phoenix and Vermilion Knight, who can boost her fire damage and survivability. Her best team comp is with characters who can provide elemental support and healing, such as Sakura, Teresa and Fu-Hua. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Hemiko. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more honkaistarrail content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.